I think this category is going to be my biggest like old man moment. Like get off my lawn. Like my biggest issue with FPS streamers now, like because like the biggest FPS streamers are just like content creators. They aren't even like competitive players anymore. And like just back in the day, that hurts my soul because like they're just like glorified pub stompers. So if you don't know, there's going to be a new award show because that's what the world needs. They're called the Streamerawards. I'm kind of torn on it. Like award shows in general are pretty bad. However, Cutie Cinderella is putting it on, and she's managed to make pretty much every event she's put on good. So maybe she'll get the award show format down and it'll actually be good. I think this is the one that's going to upset me the most. Best GTA RP streamer. I feel like it's going to be between like XQC and Buddha, just because XQC is obviously like one of the biggest people on Twitch. And he spends most of his time now playing RP. But I feel like what Buddha's done for the RP community over the years and years and years he's played, like having XQC come in and take that from him for the first ever Streamerawards would be pretty messed up. So hopefully the RP community can like rally behind Buddha, but we'll see. It's weird that they like separate those two categories because RP or GTRP is just RP streamers. Like I don't get it. But I mean, like this one is obviously just going to be Critical Role. Like they're fucking massive, right? There's no chance anybody else wins. League streamer. This is, I feel like it's going to make a lot of people upset because a lot of people on this list are now just variety streamers. Like Emmy and Lily Pichu are just like variety streamers now. Like Tyler One is just on another level. I don't know how anybody else can vote for anybody but Tyler One, especially after he just did his achievement of all 5 roles to Challenger. Like that's just insane. I think this category is going to be my biggest like old man moment. Like get off my lawn. Like my biggest issue with FPS streamers now, like because like the biggest FPS streamers are just like content creators. They aren't even like competitive players anymore. And like just back in the day, that hurts my soul because like they're just like glorified pub stompers. Back in the day, they would just be like laughed out of the scene. Like usually if you were a pub stomper, you'd be laughed at and you try to put out like a montage video and you just get laughed at. Be like, yeah, sure, do it during matches. So then you start playing like scrims or whatever, then people will be like, yeah, not good enough, do it in like competitions. So then you start playing online competitions and they're like, yeah, still not good enough, you're still trash, do it on LAN. So the fact that so many people built a career just being pub stompers blows my mind. Super RTF, he's a tank main in Overwatch, so not really what you think of when you think of FPS. And Shroud is pretty much retired. He says he wants to like transition more into like an MMO streamer. Like he just wants to be the next Asmongold. And like honestly, Valorant is just like where all the people who couldn't hack it in Counter-Strike go to play. So like I think you just have to give it to Tarek, right? Best Chinese streamer. I feel like this is just too easy. Like I feel like just everybody wants to collab with Mizkif just because he like dominates that category so easily. So you have to give it to Mizkif. Best strategy game streamer. Honestly, this is just like hands down easy for me. Like I feel like a lot of people are going to go with the Sky's Toast, but I feel like Northern Lion, any game he plays, he just makes it like infinitely more entertaining. I feel like Rob is super overlooked. I feel like he's just like the Walmart version of Jake and Bake. Like a lot of people probably think that. So I feel like it's down between Chubby and Jake and Bake, but I feel like Jake and Bake, if this award is here next year, it's probably going to be Jake and Bake. He's now finally traveling again. While Chubby really never stopped traveling during COVID, while Jake and Bake, like his viewership died because he was just staying home playing games because he didn't want to travel during COVID. So I think you have to go with Chubby. I just can't not vote for Big A. A-Track is just like a lot more entertaining streamer no matter what he does. Hungry Box just rubs me the wrong way. I don't think it's anything he does. I think it's just something about him. It's not his fault. So I don't even know who this guy is. Leffen and Mango though. I think I'm gonna go Leffen just because Mango, he has a lot of streams where okay, maybe not a lot of streams, but he has definitely streams where he gets like blackout drunk, gets super sloppy and starts falling over and stuff like that. Like maybe 10 or 15 years ago I would have liked that stuff, but whatever, we'll just go with Leffen. Minecraft streamer, I just don't care. If you like Minecraft and you're older than 15, that's not a problem. But I feel like it's definitely a category catered towards like kids. So I mean, you just have to go with Forzen for the memes, but I'm sure like Tubbo or Tom Yin is going to win because they're massive. Is this even a competition? Like S-Fan, I want to give it to S-Fan because he's such a wholesome dude and he's so lovable. But I feel like just Asmongold is such a force that you just can't give it to anybody else. Best Valorant streamer, I feel like Riot just should like pay OTV and Friends. I guess they don't even need to because they do so much for all their games. Like they make it so accessible to everybody else. Maybe I should just Google Puns. Maybe I'll just give it to Puns. I mean, never mind. It seems like Puns is mainly like a Minecraft guy. So I guess it's down between It's Timmy and Pokimane. They're just both like pub stompers. I think you just have to give it to Pokemon. I think just the amount of time she collabs with other people in like 5stacks or plays with XQC, it just makes her like a lot more fun to watch. I just think there's better ones that didn't make the list. I think people like Soda and Moon Moon are better variety streamers. So my biggest issue with Ludwig streams is it's just him making YouTube videos. It is very rarely anymore that it seems like it's just him streaming. It's him just making content for YouTube and like getting 2 sources of income while creating 1 piece of content. So I think I just have to give it to most critical. Best game of the year. I think this category is just completely wrong. I think this is just the most popular games of the year to stream, and that's just not the best stream game. I think like supermassive games, the ones where you have like choices that you can make and chat gets really involved with, is just like a better game to play. I think you just have to go GTA 5. I can't give it to really Minecraft because I just don't care about Minecraft, so it has to be GTA 5. I don't even know who NRG is, and by the looks of their faces, it's definitely not a demographic for me. 100 Thieves, I kind of like some of their TikTok content. It's like super easy to watch, like what's that like game sound stuff. But other than that, I think you just have to go OTK. Like considering who's in it and how much they've accomplished is actually surprising. I feel like a lot of people are going to give it to a buy, but I feel like he's just doing TV on Twitch. Me personally, I just don't want Twitch to be TV. If I wanted to watch TV, I'd watch TV. I don't want to watch a shitty version on Twitch. Sushi Dragon, I think he like innovates in the same amount of time, but as someone to watch, I feel like he can get burned out on his content a lot quicker than other people. At first I thought I was going to give it to Kiboga, but after talking with Sushi Dragon, it kind of applies to Kiboga as well, so I think I have to give it to German. And the reason why I'm going to give it to Stains is he's made me care about F1 racing when he plays F1 Racing Manager, and I don't care about racing at all in any other context, but he's made that super entertaining. So I think I just have to give it to Stans. I feel bad for Scara. I just don't feel like he has a chance. But I feel like you just have to give it to Soda Pop. Like he's like probably the most brand unfriendly out of all these people, and the fact that he still has a successful career after all this time of really just doing whatever he wants, because whatever he does is entertaining, just speaks volumes to him. The fact that these are all FPS players is annoying. Like the fact that you have no like strategy players or more like variety players who are good at like every type of game is insane to me. It's like it says excelled at games over the past year. These people just excel at FPS games. They don't excel at other types of games. So I guess I'd just give it to Shroud, just because at least he's branching out to MMOs. Like the more and more I watch of Ludwig streams, I feel like he's not so much a streamer. He's just someone who's streaming him making YouTube content. The fact that XQC has never been nominated during Jeff Keighley's awards for Content Creator of the Year is insane to me. So I feel like if XQC doesn't win Streamer of the Year this year for the Streamerawards, that would be a huge upset in my mind. I can see why other people might pick other people, but consistently being at the top year after year and never getting recognized by any awards just because he's just like a gamer through and through, kind of annoying to me. So again, if you agree with me, let me know down below in the comments. If you disagree with me, don't let me know, because again, I want to create the biggest echo chamber on YouTube.